What's the number one challenge for businesses today?
Workforce development, attracting, recruiting, and retaining people.
And that's why we created this podcast, designed for the frustrated CEO, the under-resourced recruiter, or the overworked manager, to give you the tools to tackle those WTF moments.
It's time to open another workforce therapy file.
Hey there, it's Jason Heflin at the Kentucky SHRM 2024 Conference, Workforce Therapy Files mini podcasts. We got Samantha Jackson with Halton with us today, and thanks for doing this. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about your background, how you got into human resources and all that.
Well, it's kind of random, really. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I went to college, switched my major around a bit, and then just kind of settled into HR. Out of college, I didn't actually go right into HR. I kind of had a weird path. I worked in foster care at first.
Oh.
And then went into HR after that. I'm now an HR generalist at Halton. I've been there a little over a year and a half.
Okay.
I really fit into the role of generalist. I do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Payroll, benefits, handle some employee relations issues, just a little bit of everything. Right now I'm in a unique situation because we're a team of two there, but my manager is currently out.
Okay.
She just had a baby.
Oh, wow.
So I'm handling it all currently. So
Okay.
I'm really doing a little bit of everything now.
Yeah. So what does Halton do?
We are in the air handling business.
Okay.
Specifically in Scottsville, we make kitchen hoods.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So like your restaurants like Chick-fil-A, some McDonald's, Wendy's, Texas Roadhouse, they all have our kitchen hoods in
Nice.
there. Yeah. So we have a lot of welders, a lot of brake press operators who will bend the actual metal to be welded. So yeah, that's a little bit more about Halton.
Yeah. How many employees do you guys have at that location?
Well, we have two locations in Scottsville.
Okay.
The one that's actually in Scottsville is about, I'd say, 150.
Okay.
And then our second location is kind of in between Scottsville and Bowling Green. It's right off of the 231. It's about 40.
Okay.
So
So you're handling all that by yourself right now?
Yes.
Yeah. So my next question was going to be, what are some of the challenges? That's your current challenge.
Yeah, that's my current challenge.
Yep.
Just trying to be attentive to everyone and what their needs are currently is my challenge. When my manager is there, I would say the biggest challenge is just trying to make sure that the employees are satisfied. I mean, we're in HR. It's like we're there to be a resource for the employees, and so just trying to make sure that they're happy, really, at the end of the day. And you're not going to be able to make everyone happy all the time, and I am unfortunately a people pleaser. So that is the biggest challenge for me.
That seems to be an ingredient in a lot of people who do your role.
Yes. It's unfortunate.
But it's part of what makes you so good at what you do, because you're trying to really care about it.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you don't, it's going to fall flat. It's not going to work out long term. So that's, What about, what are some things that you're seeing that are kind of going well for you right now? There have been all these hiring challenges for the last, few years since COVID, and everybody's kind of working through that. So is that still a challenge for you, or is there?
To be honest, no. I guess this year specifically, we've had an abundance of applicants for our positions that we've posted. I don't know if that's a Scottsville thing or the Bowling Green, Warren County area, but we haven't had a whole lot of issues. We've had some really good applicants and employees now hired on this year, so that hasn't really been a big challenge for us currently. I would say that has been going well for us, actually.
Yeah, okay. What do you think you're doing well to promote that, to help the health of all the hiring aspect?
Well, I'm going to give you a little shout out.
Okay.
We are your marketing, I think she's the director, Shelby. She got us onto the BG Works website.
Yeah.
So we've gotten a lot of hits from that, actually.
Oh, good.
And Scottsville is just a small town, and so a lot of the traffic we get, I think, is just from word of mouth.
Okay.
From our current employees.
And for those who don't know, Bowling Green Works is a program sponsored by the 10-county region in southern Kentucky. City and county governments are funding this, essentially creating a jobs page to help employers find employees. Mm-hmm. So sort of talent connection. And my company, Crowd South, got that project, and we built that out for the region. And it's great to hear it's working for somebody.
Yeah.
We get a lot of good feedback on it, but it's nice to talk to somebody in person.
Yeah. And I think with the word of mouth that I talked about, we also have a referral bonus that goes with that.
Oh,
so
okay.
That kind of entices people to
Tell me how that works, how that's structured, if you can.
It's $500 bonus if somebody refers somebody that stays for at least 6 months.
Okay.
At that 6-month point, we then initiate that to be paid out.
Okay. Did you try other things, other bonuses or anything, or is that did you try that and it just worked and you stuck with it?
Yeah, they actually were doing that before I got there,
and
have been continuing to do it because it does work. We've gotten some good employees out of it, but I'm not exactly sure how long they did that. I think probably for at least 2 years they've been doing that. Yeah.
It's interesting you mentioned that. I had a conversation with an employer the other day, last week, about that, one that's just starting a new hiring campaign, and I was like, what kind of incentives are we going to have? And they're like, oh, we don't have any incentives. I'm like, wow, you got to have something in your pocket, you know,
you do.
outside of just, hey, look at us, because everybody's kind of, preaching the same sermon out there.
Well,
so.
we found too that like post-COVID, a lot of people aren't as enticed to the money, really. We've added in a lot of the other benefits besides just salary and your wage. Halton provides paid. We don't have any. The employees don't pay any premium for their benefits.
Oh, fantastic!
For their insurance, for them or their dependents. That's a really huge enticing factor for Halton.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of like family-friendly events as well. So we try to be engaging as much as we can. So
as the generalist, are you responsible for some of those events?
I typically will plan most of them. Yeah.
Okay. What's been successful with that? Like, what was an event that went well? You feel like was received well?
Well, actually, I was talking to a couple colleagues earlier, but they work in Fountain Run, which is just 15 minutes from Scottsville. They live in Scottsville.
Okay.
And they know about our Christmas party just from like hearing about it throughout.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like, our Christmas party is like, it's fun.
Oh,
it's
good.
Really fun.
Good.
That's our biggest one, and I feel like people actually stay at Halton for the Christmas party.
Yeah.
That's
fun.
Yeah.
And you're a part of that. Part of making that happen. That's awesome. Yeah, and just for listeners too, Scottsville, Kentucky is kind of right on the border with Tennessee and Kentucky. So do you pull employees out of
Yeah, we have some
North Tennessee?
from Tennessee, a lot from Scottsville, some from Bowling Green. But we do have some from like Westmoreland and stuff like that.
Well, sounds like you're doing a great job. I mean, you're bringing workforce in from the surrounding areas. You're keeping them there. You're retaining, keeping them happy.
Trying to.
Treating them well. So, great job. Sorry you're down a person, but that'll resolve itself soon.
That's okay.
Yeah. Sounds like you got a good team, and thanks for jumping on here and doing this, Samantha.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Awesome.
Thanks for listening to the Workforce Therapy Files. We hope you learned something new, and we're thankful for the time that you spent with us today. If there's a topic you'd like us to discuss, reach out to us. Our contact information's listed in the show notes. Until next time, keep your head up.